Good afternoon. I am running late on this Commander's List day. Anyway, just a little bit of housekeeping, just to let everybody know, like from the very beginning, you'll hear the numbers that I quote on this video. They are the numbers that go on tomorrow's email list because some people don't like the video option. They want the standard sort of email sort of buy list that a lot of people grew up collecting to. So if you hear a number here, you know that it's going to be the same as on tomorrow. And if you don't get this video, you should. I will make mention of this video again tomorrow. I've made mention of it literally dozens of times on the email. So just so it's not a little confusing, which I know it can be because there's two different selling mechanisms. I'm trying to drive everybody to this medium, which I love because I think people get a real feel of what the coin looks like in hand better than pictures, especially my pictures, which are not the best. I apologize. I'm working on that. And so anyway, just wanted to make mention of that. Subscribe if you like what we're doing here at Silicon Valley Coins. And with that said, let's get on to the coins. All right, 1926S, Blast White, AU58, full head, CAC sticker. There are only 12 coins in full head at CAC stickered across all grades. I think that the convention is only 55 and 58 can get, or anything above 55 can get a full head designation because of the wear pattern. This is one of the most challenging dates to find in full head. Not as hard as the 27S, but certainly up there with the 20S and the 19D. I left out the 27S the other day when I was talking and rambling off the top of my head about quarters. This coin is lovely. You can see just a tiny little bit. You'll actually see this a lot on coins that are graded uncirculated. See this thigh right here? If you're new to collecting, or if you're new to collecting Stand Liberty quarters, look at this. Even if the coin has it's graded uncirculated, the surfaces are not very good about keeping that tiny little bit of friction in the AU58 category. So anyway, with that being said, this coin is a full head. It has 3 complete leaves. This lower portion of the head is clear and distinct, and it does have a tiny little indentation for the ear hole. That being said, this is a just made it full head. Which is not uncommon for a 26S. They were not really well struck up. The rivets, which is another thing that a lot of really picky Stand Liberty quarters collectors look for, are mostly there, but a little bit of softness right there, which is also pretty typical. What's not typical about this coin is that it has a CAC sticker on it, that it's blast white and has a ton of retail sort of qualities, and that the eye appeal is really outstanding. So it's got really nice frost, really nice look, and you can get this in 58 full head without paying the exorbitant fees that you're going to get for an uncirculated coin. So this is kind of like a great, I know it's expensive. I'm asking $7,250, gray sheet is $6,000, full retail is $7,500 CPG. But it's not going to break the bank, and it's a great everyman sort of coin. All right. Next up, much different, but a really beautiful coin. I don't normally offer Washington quarters, especially more modern proof quarters. CAC doesn't sticker these. This coin is 1,000% a deep cameo. This is before they started designating. I love how they have like this little, it almost looks like this was maybe in a roll or perhaps in an album. Really pretty framing of Washington's portrait. If you look at what these things do in 69, I'm not promising a 69 grade, but boy, is it clean. 69 decam, these things go to like $800,000. This coin just has a lot going for it. $200, it's like a no-brainer. If you're looking for a type coin for something, for a Washington quarter, that's more modern and not going to break the bank, but it has tons of eye appeal and keeps with the overall tradition of what this issuance is supposed to look like. This is a great opportunity. $200. All right, another $200 coin. This one, a Lexington '64 CAC, very high end. This coin could easily 65. Not a big spread coin though, but it has the bells and whistles. OGH, flashy Lexington, CAC. Really, really nice look. The luster on this coin, like Lexington sometimes come, is absolutely outstanding. Gray sheet is $144, CPG is $185, $200. I sell these things all day for 200 bucks. It seems to be the right level. All right, time for a rattler. And this one is pretty cool. So at first glance, under not great light, this coin is not very attractive. And to be honest, this is more of a purist type of coin. This is how coins used to come a lot more often. This coin probably sat in a manila envelope, maybe a weight Raymond that it just toned a little bit longer. But man, it is not black, right? It's like amber beer color throughout, and it's on the reverse and the obverse. It's kind of like here and here, and then a white streak that runs down. The coin has uber thick frost, like really, really thick skin. This coin's never been messed with. This is exactly how a coin tones whenever it's left alone naturally. Got put into this holder. You can see the thick luster. Definitely a coin for a purist, however, because it does not have what one of my fun customers that I like talking about, it does not have civilian eye appeal. It has collector or numismatic eye appeal. This is a huge spread coin. I'm asking $2,850. A 1908 half dollar is by no means a rare coin. So just keep that in mind. But it's a rattler. It's as virgin as the day is long. I like the look of this coin. I think some people will too. And I don't know, looks like a great opportunity to get a pretty cool rattler 1908 half dollar. All right, two more rattlers to finish it off. This one, a common 84 Carson City in 65. High end for a 5, but not a 6 in my opinion. Blast white, really nice looking. The last rattler at auction I could find sold for 1,300 bucks. It was in a 65 CAC holder as well. The market has softened, and I'm not going to ask that much. It's still over CPG, but I'm asking $1,000 for this coin, which should make it very affordable and a prize in somebody's set. You can find 84 Carson Cities, excuse me, in rattler holders, but now's an opportunity to grab one, and certainly for 30% less than the last one sold at Great Collections. And then finally, a rattler that is harder to find, or a coin that's harder to find in rattler holder, and also is a higher end coin than the last one. This is an 85S. It kind of skirts with a 6, but I think that it probably wouldn't make it. Very clean cheek, very clean fields. Little bit of like light original haze, not PVC. Probably a little chattery right there for a 6. Well struck, great luster, outstanding eye appeal. A little bit of a die rotation too, by the way. Reverse also is very clean, very choice 5, but not quite to a 6 in my opinion. A little bit of chatter right up in here, but a very difficult coin to find in a rattler holder. I love this coin. This coin's pretty awesome. All right, so there's a big spread to 66. The last non-rattler I sold, I saw that there was an auction in 2023, I think, for just under $3,000. And that's what I'm going to ask on this coin, $2,950. If you're a rattler guy, you're looking for a cool coin, blast white, better date, now's your chance. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. I am also, by the way, let me just finish up with this. I am thinking about expanding the commander's list to 9 coins per week. I've always been waiting for that growth point. If you have anything to say about that, please let me know. Send me a text. You can comment on the channel. Let me know what you think about that. Obviously means that the videos would be a little bit longer if we're doing 9 coins instead of 6, 50% longer, in fact. And I don't know. I guess that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your patronage and your attention. And until next week, happy hunting.